Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Got a game situation. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Geis, his first carry of the game. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. Open man is Uzama. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down, 40 base. Mike, 45. 66, bullet, pow. Get that 40.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
45 is the mark. Here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Ross. And that will be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Let's get it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's track.
Now Trubisky to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Ray. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. On the return is Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit, Nat.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Check. Alert.
They give it off here to the tight end. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42. On first down, this is Geis. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He can run for it, and he will. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He gets it in the hands of Geis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7. That's the end of the first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's Geis on the counter. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Trubisky now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Play action. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
He's checking General West, 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The point after is good, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Geis, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Ross. And his throw here's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Ross. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 8. That one complete to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check four. Alert.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Darren Lee, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. To try again after the sack. Trubisky.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Trubisky. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Go! Ready! Max 50. It's our time. Max 50. Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Lock in.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this 1st half will come to an end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, 43, 15. It's a party now. Hey, dribble it.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw is Ross. From the gun on third down. This is caught by Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get it together.
On the draw, they go to Geis. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw. Ross. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
18. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. And let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Geis again. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes firing complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Murdoch, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 brings up third and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the wood. 45. Squeeze, double.
Now Ross on third down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Geis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Yellow. 45.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
They go play action with Trubisky, sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go play action. Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? From the gun, it's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Geis, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Murdoch looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Ross. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Here comes Cohen. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He's back to throw, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Now it's Trubisky.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back. Blue.
Here's Trubisky. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.